Hello and welcome to Tea and Cornbread, a conversation with Shawne and Tracy. I am Shawne.
And I'm Tracy.
And we are talking to you all that are 50 and fabulous.
And don't forget handsome.
And we want you to know that we want to get some education happening, some empowerment.
We want to grow with you. We want to learn with you. We want to see what you're doing, 50 and over.
So like, share, comment, follow, subscribe,
grab your tea. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Tea and Cornbread with Shawne and Tracy. Hey, Rhonda, how are you?
Tracy.
We don't have my co-host today, Shawne, but she is here in spirit, and we have Rhonda here from the Ungroup Society. I want to make sure I say the name correctly.
And you did.
Thank you. So what we're going to do, we're going to hop right into it because the Ungroup does a lot of stuff around the community, and we want to make sure that everyone knows the programs that they have out there. One of the biggest ones that we have that we're talking about right now is the big prom giveaway.
Yes, we're on our ninth year.
Hey, that is so awesome. We got to give them kudos for that. It's one of the longest running giveaways, right?
Yeah, well, I'm not sure if we're running neck and neck with another group who, it's awesome that they all do them, but this would have been our 11th year had it not been 2 years of COVID.
Nice. And you still get the children, the young adults to come out and go through the gowns. We'll get a little bit more into that. Tell us a little bit about what the Ungroup is.
Okay. Well, the Ungroup, technically, we're described as a grassroots organization. So we're not run by any particular committee.
Okay.
And our funding comes from the public, and it also comes from grants.
Okay.
So we use those funds to do programs for youth. It's all about youth with the Ungroup Society. So, we have our financial literacy. We have our Afro-Latinx classes, art classes. We're getting ready to start a music program where kids learn how to produce and make music. We have social, emotional learning. We just took over the Berkeley Warner
I didn't even
Center.
know. Oh, you did?
Yeah, and so that's where we have our classes. Most of our classes are being set up with the exception of the music program.
Oh my goodness, you guys are doing a lot. That is really great. One thing that you just said is you get donations from the public. How?
So when we have particular needs, we will go to the public and we'll ask for donations.
Okay.
And public, we set up our GoFundMes and Cash App, and they'll send in funds. People send in funds when they can. Most of our funding, of course, come from grants.
Okay. And that's important to know that people are still willing to give.
Yeah.
Like we're not giving up on the young adults, male and females, right?
Yes.
Very interesting. You said the music program. That is something new that you're going to be introducing.
Brand new.
So what does that consist of?
So I am not heavily involved in it, but I can tell you that we will be out of the Waterbury Youth Services down on Prospect Street doing that. They're collaborating with us on this. So, all the equipment has been bought. Anything you can think of that a DJ needs or a producer needs, all of that stuff has been purchased through grants, funding, and like I said, they will learn everything about how to produce. And we have Jay Lang on our side.
That's what's going to be my next question. Who's doing that? Who's teaching them?
Yeah, and we have Dr. Gina Bracy, who there is a portion of this class that deals with gosh, I don't even know how to put it, because she wrote the program for this. For the classroom part of it, and it does deal with kids and emotions and things such
there's
as
more
that
goes into it about
than
just the music and learning of the instrument.
Right.
Okay.
And so it's probably gonna be a really big thing,
I'm pretty
and
sure.
we'll have them out. You know how we do the Sunday the Sunday wind downs. We're hoping to
Nice.
be able to have them come up there
Oh,
and,
they're gonna love
sit
that.
beside an
Yes.
actual DJ and show what they've
Show what
done.
they learned,
And then maybe
yeah.
at the Sioux Fest. So that is going to be an exciting program.
That's
and there are a
nice.
few people who are going to be involved, but those are the main people who are going
Okay.
to be involved.
If you know, because I know you said you weren't really too much involved in it, do you know the day and time that it's going
It
to be?
is starting in March.
Okay.
I
And
don't have the exact date right now. Those things can be found on our website,
Okay.
theungroupsociety.org.
okay.
People who are interested in any of our programs can go there to see what we have going on.
Nice, nice. I want to talk a little bit more too. You said that you guys are taking over the Berkeley
Yeah,
Recreation
we've
Center.
done that already.
Okay, that's it. So I was gonna say, when did that take place?
That happened in October.
Nice.
So we are now there, and we are running our financial literacy. We have Cheryl Porter, who's running of Porter's House, running the after-school program. I think it's like from 3 to 5.
Okay.
And then you have open gym for the boys from 3 to 6. Or I shouldn't say boys and girls, but mostly the boys go up there to play basketball.
Okay.
Like I said, our art program and I believe our financial literacy classes will be there, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But yeah, we're trying to do better with that,
Nice.
than what was done in the past with the Berkeley
Yeah.
Center.
Yeah.
We're trying to bring programs there. And
Well,
then
they were
pull
there
people-
years ago, when we
well,
were younger,
yeah.
and then all of a sudden
Yeah.
it faded out for whatever reason.
Yeah.
But that's awesome that the
Yeah.
Ungroup is trying to bring it, the Ungroup Society, and I keep saying that
Yeah.
because you always want to express let people know the correct
The
name.
correct way to say it,
Yeah.
right.
So if I don't correct me, so as far as that goes, the after school program again, and we'll get into the prom thing, and I know
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
what we were
no,
here for,
yeah,
but I think all of
absolutely.
this is very interesting. And for the people that don't know and who may see this podcast, it gives them more information, more education. And there are those parents and guardians that may be looking for something for their children, grandchildren to do. Who's able to go and how do they sign up?
Well, we're
is it
working on an open house
okay?
within the next few weeks. We're going to have an initial open house.
Okay.
We did have a
like a
public
soft-
event back
In October?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was November, I think, somewhere
Okay.
around October, November. But we want to have an open house to bring people in from the Berkeley projects to come in and find out what the things they want
The
to see
needs.
happen up
Okay.
there, and then let them know what we have, and so we can figure out how to really make that place what it needs to be. There, we didn't reopen it because it was open. It just wasn't giving the programs that
Were needed
that
in the
were
community.
needed, right?
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah.
And the ages, is it like
Typically, it's from like I would say 13 to 18.
okay?
I don't know if we're going to have programs, educational programs for kids younger than 13, but
Gotcha.
there are other things that I'm trying to work on to
Okay.
get girls more in there too.
Yes.
Because like I said, the boys come out and they have their open gym and they play basketball.
That's
But
what
I'm
they
trying
wanna
to
do.
get something going on, a couple of hours, maybe a couple of Saturdays a month for girls.
Nice,
So-
nice. It sounds very exciting
Yeah.
and very interesting. So if
Yeah.
somebody is looking for some after school program, I don't know if this is going to be a silly question, but do you have to live within the realms of Berkeley to come to the community center?
No, you don't have to. Of course, we want to target
Right,
because that's their community center.
right.
So we want to target people. We want people in the Berkeley projects to
Come
come
on. Yep.
and take advantage of the programs and the things that we have available, but we haven't limited
To
it
that.
to
Okay.
them.
That's nice. That's nice. And I didn't think that you would have, but I think that is a question people want to know. Am I able to,
Yeah.
if I live across town, I
Yeah.
live, on the south end, whatever. So it is open to young ladies and men in need,
Yeah.
that need something to do after
do,
school. And it's
absolutely.
very important because that time frame after school, what are you doing? If you're not, 13 to 18, you can, 16 to 18 work, and not everybody can find a job.
Yeah, it's nice to see all the boys that come up there for open gym, and they were doing that before, but they're there even more so
No,
now.
good.
So it's a great thing, and like I said, we have Berkeley. We'll still have some programs at OIC on Bishop Street,
Okay.
and now we're gonna have the music program down on Prospect Street. So,
You guys are
you know,
doing the
we're
doggone
trying
thing.
to
Like, that's
hit
awesome.
everywhere.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Let me backtrack a little bit, and we may have talked about this. This is not our first episode, talking about the Ungroup Society. What got you involved in the Ungroup Society?
So, what got me involved was my first clothing drive. So, I wasn't there the very first year. I came in because I saw what they were doing and I wanted to get involved maybe the second year. But when I really got involved is when I did our first clothing drive, and that was huge. And we did that for a couple of years. But then, there were a lot of people doing clothing drives.
Okay.
And they were all hitting around the same time. So we
That
were
makes
like,
it hard, yeah.
it's too much going on. So when I saw a prom gown giveaway on TV one morning, I was thinking, that's a great
good
idea.
idea.
Maybe
Yeah.
that's something we could do here in Waterbury, and it's been going ever since.
Nice.
Ever since, yeah.
Nice.
But that's when I first got involved, back when the clothing drive thing
Okay.
kicked off.
And I just want to mention, and you correct me if I'm wrong, Warren Leach is the founder of this?
He is, and he's the director,
Okay.
and if I'm not mistaken, he and James Gatlin
Spearheaded this?
were the ones who
Okay.
spearheaded it way
Nice.
back then.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just also to put, a face with the name, because sometimes people know people but don't really know what they're doing.
And that's DJ.
Oh, okay.
James Gatlin,
Oh.
not Dr. James Gatlin.
Okay. See? Yes.
Let me be
Clarify.
clear on
Yes.
that.
No, thank you for that. Thank you
Yeah.
for that. Definitely. No, this is really, really interesting, and I do like this. Because it can be very expensive rolling off of the after school program into the great prom giveaway. And that's what I'm calling it, because you've been doing it for 9 years, you said, and it's been very successful.
It has been.
Which lets you know that there's a need.
Definitely a need. I tell everybody, you should see when I'm at events, and especially with Sabrina Eason.
Yep.
If you have on a gown,
Yeah.
I'm tapping your shoulder.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I know you're not going to wear that
That
gown
again-
again.
and you
Let
know
me
what?
tell you where
Yes.
you can donate it. Please
I love
tell
that.
me you're going
No.
to donate that gown.
No,
We
because
do
you're
it all
right.
the time.
You are right. You have stuff in your basement. I've been in weddings, events that you went to, and you had to be formal,
Yeah.
semi-formal. What
Yeah.
do you do with that stuff? Because you're not
Exactly.
going to wear it again.
Exactly.
So it's a great idea to help people also give back.
Give back, because some of these people, some may not attend the prom because they can't afford it, right?
Yeah.
Some can afford it, but they're thinking, parents are thinking higher education, things like that.
Right.
Why spend the money if you
Yeah.
don't have to?
Yeah.
Right? And there's no judgment.
Not-
Everybody
none at all.
comes there,
Not at all.
and we don't even really care why you're there.
Yeah.
Just come.
Come,
if
yeah.
you feel the need to come and look for something. So, and when I tell people, stop staring at those gowns in your closets.
Yes. Yes.
Guys, donate those suits. Don't worry about how you're going to lose weight to get back in. I'm just,
Right.
just give them away.
Because that's exactly what we do.
Just
Oh,
give
I
'em
spent X amount of
away.
dollars on this. I'm going to get back in this.
No,
we
just-
don't.
Just donate them.
Yeah, no, we
Yeah,
don't.
Yeah, and I encourage all shops, and if you have connections to any dress shops, I know that there are not a lot here in Waterbury anymore, but anywhere,
Yeah.
Anything that they can donate, we would love
I'm
to
definitely
have it.
going to get in the closet, because I know I have stuff male and female stuff that I could,
Yeah.
I have a pair of shoes over there, but I'm going to wait now that you said the collection is on 2/8. So I'll bring it down then, and I will get in my closet and look for stuff. I love heels, and I probably need to get rid of some of them because I haven't even worn them. So I'm definitely going to get in there and see what I have in my closet. I may
Yeah.
not have the latest stuff for the girls to wear for
Well, I'm
a
glad you
prom.
brought that up. Because I try to say this as nice as I can and still be appreciative of our donations. But we have to remember that these are young ladies going to their prom. We we would love to have your items that maybe that were used within the last 5 years, and there is something that you truly believe a young lady
Would like to
would
wear.
like to have
Yeah.
for her prom. I say that as nicely and as appreciative as I can, because I don't want people to just go in their closets to clean out their closets, because we're not here to
Right.
collect everything you
Yeah.
don't want.
Yeah.
We just want what can be used for
Right.
the prom.
This is not a dump your stuff you don't want.
Right.
And you want gently used.
Gently used or new.
Yes. Yes, yes, and I get that, and that's where we do have to be paying attention, because people will go in their closet, and I think they do it on a normal basis when they're giving away stuff. If you will not wear it again, or it does not look presentable,
Right.
don't assume because somebody else is coming to the prom giveaway
That we're just
they're
gonna
just
give
going to
them
take it and give
anything.
them exactly.
We set these venues up like a boutique,
Nice.
right? So we don't want any girl to feel like we're just here to give them anything just
Right.
because
Like
they
they're a
need
charity
it.
case.
We-
You want them to
right.
feel like you just said they're going into a boutique, they're
Right.
going shopping. You want them to feel great. They want
Right,
fun. Like, oh my God,
yeah.
I'm going to my prom. Let me see what I can find.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There are plenty of organizations that take donations of unwanted, used clothes. So there are plenty of them out there. But we're just looking for prom gown attire, bags, shoes,
Jewelry?
jewelry,
Okay.
gift cards, service gift cards, meaning hair, nails,
Okay.
barber, things like that.
Okay.
We accept all
So
of
you
that.
do from A through Z. It's just not about the outfits. It's just not about the
Right.
suits and the shoes for the men and the gowns and the shoes for the young ladies.
Right.
You're looking at, like you said, if you can get their hair done,
Yes.
if you can get their makeup done,
Yes.
if you can get their nails and toes done.
That's right.
you
Get
know?
that barber.
Yes.
Get everything done.
Remember, you want them to feel how you would want to feel when you were going on your special day.
Absolutely. And we've had people do that. We've had Brandon
Come down and
donate.
cut-
Well, not come down, but donate. His services for it.
Oh,
So
nice.
we've had people donate makeup sessions and things
Nice.
like that. So we
Nice.
want it all. If we
Yeah.
can be the one-stop shop for somebody, that's what we want.
And that's good because you make them feel wanted. You make them
Yeah.
feel needed. You let them
Yeah.
know that they're important,
I
regardless.
encourage people to come through on April 5th and 6th and witness it and how we make people feel when they found the gown that they want. I encourage you to just come through and see.
So April 5th and 6th
Right.
is when the official
Giveaway.
giveaway is. Where would it be?
We're going to have it at the Berkeley Center.
Okay.
Yeah, we thought that, this is our first year
So why not?
here, so
you
why
have the
not?
facility, yeah.
Exactly, and that way we can use it the way we need it.
Right.
In the past we've done it at the rec center thanks to Margaret Bowens, and we so appreciate. And she was willing to jump in there again this
Right.
year, but she understood that this year we would try to do it at our own place.
Right.
And
Which only
yeah,
makes sense.
yeah.
Which, and again, I will say, everybody wants to help.
Right.
You don't
Right.
know or realize what
Right.
goes on behind the scenes.
A
Everybody
lot,
sees
too.
the end result.
Right.
And it's awesome to know that Waterbury and surrounding towns, because I don't want to, people want to show up and they want to help.
Oh yeah, we've partnered. Last year we partnered with Juan Castillo and WYBC. We had Keith Kuntz come out
Okay.
and interview. So we were on channel. Nope, I'm not even going to say it because I'm going to say the wrong thing. Keith Kuntz.
Excuse me.
There you go. So,
Nice.
yeah, so we're hoping to get him out this year again and interview a couple of the young ladies and let's just see what happens this year. We always look forward to this. The ladies, we always look forward to this.
And it sounds like the young men and the young ladies do too. And I know we're focusing a lot on the proms and the stuff for the young ladies. The young men, how does that work? Do you get a lot of young men or?
So we don't get a lot of young men, but we try to get donations because you just never know
If who's going to
what
show up?
year it's going to be that year.
Okay.
So we did get suits and tuxedos donated last year, and we had a couple of guys come through.
Okay.
We just always want to be ready for it.
Yeah.
When they do come, or
Nice.
for whoever comes.
Nice.
Yeah. So.
On that day, the 5th and the 6th, do you need help, volunteers, or, outside of people giving donations, is there a need for people to help you on those 2 days or?
So usually the help we need, because we have, like I said, we have a lot of women.
Okay, you got a
on our
committee
team.
already.
We have
Yep.
a lot of women on our team, and I wouldn't turn away anybody who wanted to get involved.
Okay.
But usually the biggest help we need is on Friday when we're moving things from storage
Okay,
to the
and
venue.
setting it up.
Right.
For
So
show.
I usually go on Facebook and I, put out my call just to
And
see
again,
what,
people show up.
Yeah, we have a few people who show up, and we have a core group of young boys
Okay.
who are always there. And Francisco Ramos, he's always there. So that's when that day, and I would say also on Sunday when it's time to move those things back to where
Okay.
we store. So, but for the prom gown giveaway itself, we do have a great bunch of women who are there
Help you
every
pull it
year.
together. Okay.
So we are collecting though on February 8th. So that's this Saturday, February 22nd, March 8th, and March 22nd.
Oh,
We will
okay.
be collecting up at the Berkeley Center from 12 to 2 on all of those days. And also because Berkeley Rec is open from 3 to 6, people can drop off anytime that the building is open if
Okay.
they can't come on those days.
On those days,
And
okay.
that's 277 Long Hill Road in Waterbury.
Okay. I'll make sure when we do the podcast, I'll put it in a brief description, those dates for drop off at the
Right.
Berkeley Recreation Center
Yes.
so people will know because that's good to know. That flexibility, like you said, maybe they can't get there on those days.
Yeah, and that's the great thing now about doing it at Berkeley
Yeah.
because we can do that.
Yeah.
We can do that.
You have that
now.
control now
Yeah.
to set it up and do it
Yes.
the way you like to do it.
Yes.
So I know you said the program runs from 3 to 5, and I know, guys, I'm sorry, we're switching, but I think a lot of this is very, very important for the community. The after-school program is from 3 to 5. Is it, and then the young men play basketball. Is it open till what time at night, though? They play basketball?
Basically, those 6 o'clock.
Okay, so 6 o'clock is
Yeah.
after 6 o'clock it is. Okay.
So they run concurrent. So the after school program is 3 to 5, and there are it's not like you have to sign up for it.
Okay.
And like I said, everything you can find on the ungroupsociety.org. That's something you have to sign up for. The open gym is from 3 to 6. And, anybody can
Anybody
come
could
in.
come up at that time, yeah.
At that time. But all programs stop at 6 o'clock. With the exception of maybe our art program or if we're doing financial literacy, because those classes usually run from maybe 5 to 7 or 5:30 to
okay.
7:30, something like
Yeah.
that. But open gym is done at 6, and after school program is done at 5.
And once they come up and sign up, they'll get all that directions and
Right.
times.
Right.
When they go to sign up, do they need a parent or a guardian? I'm pretty sure.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Because with our programs, we require the children to sign an agreement,
Okay.
about, being committed to it and behavior and
Yeah,
things like
policy
that.
and procedure,
then,
yeah.
right, and then we require the parents to sign.
Definitely. Okay. So parents, guardians, make sure you go up there with your children.
Yeah.
If they're talking about it, if you're looking for something for them to do, this sounds like an awesome, awesome program.
Yeah.
I'm smiling because you guys are expanding. Like you should really,
Yeah.
your heart should be.
And it's a lot of work, and people need
Yeah,
to
but you're
understand it's a
dedicated.
lot of
You're
work. It's-
dedicated
yeah,
to it, though, Rhonda,
yeah,
and that's a good thing.
We are, and like I said, Warren's done a great job with the programs and getting the programs up and running. So, and we can always use more volunteers
Definitely.
to come in and help us because we have a small group, a very small circle And it's a lot of work for our small circles. So
Okay.
anybody interested should reach out to us. Even send an email to the ungroupsociety@gmail.com. Just if you're interested. I mean, we're working on something big for youth. I can't talk about it right now, but it's
Nice.
going to be big when it comes. It's a collaboration with a group out of state. And then, all this is happening while we're trying to get funding and get things together for the Sioux Fest. So it's a lot of work. So when we could use people who really want to get involved and are dedicated to be there.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work for a small group of people.
Yes, but you guys are doing it.
Yeah.
And hopefully you'll get more volunteers, like you
Yeah.
said, because people don't know you have the need.
Yeah.
Now they know.
Yeah.
But you said you put it out on Facebook
we
and
do.
different, internet sites and stuff like that. So which is a good thing. There was something I was gonna ask too. Oh, so the program runs until when? Are we only going to June, or do you think it would be something because once kids get out of school?
Well, summer programs would be something different, and I don't know that we haven't moved into what that's
Okay.
going to look like
Just yet. Okay.
Not yet.
All right.
But of course, we can't have the center just sitting there.
Right.
So there definitely will be
Something is just hasn't you just
It
haven't figured it out yet.
Right, it just hasn't come yet.
Okay. Yes, definitely. Because if you have it, and I'm so proud of
You
you.
can't close
Yeah.
it. Got to do something all
Gotta
year.
keep it rolling.
Absolutely.
Especially if there's a need, you know what I mean? And
And
that's why
there
you guys
is.
went back to the neighborhood. Not that you left, you said that, and I know you didn't leave. It was always open. It's just being used in a different
It's
realm
being
of
used in a
things.
different way where
Yep.
with us running it
Nice.
now. And so, yeah.
Nice.
It's all coming together.
Yeah.
Some bumps in the road, but it's coming. It's all coming together.
Yeah, but it's worth it at the end of the
Absolutely.
day. You know?
Absolutely.
And then you're learning and you're growing, so you can, like you said, you got something big coming up, which I can't wait to hear what it is.
Yeah, that's going to be big, and it's exciting. So
Listen, we're inviting you back for a third or fourth time, so you could you could let us know.
Tell
Whenever
you
you could
what
let
it
us
is,
know.
tell you-
Listen, if you could let us know on this podcast before anybody else,
Yeah.
let us know.
absolutely, yeah. And
So we
then,
can spread the word.
Yep, and we will put the information out there when we're ready to announce the open house,
Okay.
because we really need people to come out for the open house so we can hear from them. And
Do you have any idea when that would be, or are you guys still working
I'm
that out?
thinking that's within the next 2 weeks or so, 2 or 3 weeks or so.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. 2 or 3 weeks. That's
Yeah.
nice. Okay.
yeah.
Right in time for you guys to start, getting everything together for the
Everything
great
together.
prom giveaway.
Right.
I'm trying to think. I'm going to make sure we covered everything as far as all the stuff that the Ungroup Society has going on.
Yeah, I think we have covered everything. There is another program that is being run by Calvin Earl.
You can. Go
I
ahead.
gotta
Look
pull
at your
out my
phone.
phone because
That's fine.
my mind, it's just so much.
Listen,
So
it's
much.
early and it's okay.
Yeah, man.
And we tried. Look, I have my little notes over here, so it's okay.
I'm trying to, let me see. Here we go.
It's okay.
'Cause his program is going to be run from OIC on Bishop Street. That's where the program, and I say his program. It's Ungroup, but it's with him.
And
it-
exactly what is that going to be
it's-
doing?
Yeah, it's called Life Launch.
Okay.
Let me see. I'm trying to pull it up, but see, it's actually a video. It's mainly to help personal and career development for teens.
Okay. Okay.
So it's I believe it's an 8-week program.
And the ages are,
The
is it still
ages are
13
the
to
same,
18?
like
Okay.
13 to 18. So that's called Life Launch, and that's starting March also.
Okay.
So that's going to be at OIC. So we'll have programs going on simultaneously, which we do anyway.
Right. Right.
We do
But
that
it
anyway.
gives people options, though.
Right.
Depending on what that need is in
Right.
the youth 13 through 18
Right.
life right now, it
Right.
gives them options.
It does, 13 through 18. And if I'm being honest, that's the target ages for what we do. We feel like kids can start grasping what life
Is where they want to
and-
go.
right.
Well, you may not know
And-
exactly what you want to
right.
do, but it gives you a feel of what's
right.
out there.
And it's understanding and trying to catch them at a certain age.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm being honest, in this day and age, I think that we got to grab kids even younger.
Right.
So we just got to figure out what that looks like.
And I do agree with you because the children today are very smart. A lot of stuff, I can give my phone to one of my grands, like you said, who's in between 5 and 10, and they can show me some stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So I do agree with you. Yeah. I do agree
Toddlers
with
can
you.
show you.
Right.
You walk in the house with a phone. What's
Yeah.
the first thing a toddler says?
And listen, and that's awful because I'm still educating myself on certain
Right.
stuff and learning how to do stuff.
They
I'm
know
afraid
how-
of the internet. So they can do
They know
and
how to
find what they
move.
want to look at. And my little granddaughter, as a matter of fact, she's 3 years old now. I remember her iPad got locked out. And I looked at her and I said, what's your code? And she just looked at me and said, "Du-du-du-du." I said, how do you know at 2 years old what your code is? But they have to.
They do.
So I do agree with you that we do have to touch them a little bit earlier.
We have to grab them. We have
Yeah.
to figure out the programs that work for them, and
There you go.
and maybe just getting them off the street and having a place to come play.
Yeah.
You know,
And that's so
that
important.
might
That's
be
exactly
it.
what it is because we
Yeah.
don't want them standing on the street corner.
Right.
I don't want to go into a store and they're hanging out in the front of
Right.
the store, but we have to give them something to do.
Something to do.
Yeah, I'm
parents,
not-
parents having things that they need to do, and the kids need
Right.
to be. So I mean, if it's just something as simple as that, and that may be where summer comes in. They'll be out of school.
They'll be out of school. And
So,
they'll need something.
giving them a place to come and do whatever it is.
So
you know?
because at the same time, you're educating them.
Yeah.
And you're giving them
Yeah.
a step up.
Yeah.
It's about having play, education, and learning.
And learning how to get along with other
Others,
kids. And,
yes,
Yeah, learning
yes.
how to be kind and
Yes,
and,
all
you know,
compassionate.
all that stuff.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And sometimes you just learn how to be a little bit more respectful. Sometimes I don't know I'm doing something wrong until somebody calls it out.
Right.
We don't always have the answers. So if I'm always doing something and nobody says, "Hey, Tracy, that's not cool," or you don't say
Absolutely.
it like this, or you don't do it like
Absolutely.
this, that's where we have to keep tapping into our
Yeah,
youth too.
yeah.
Stop assuming they know everything.
everything.
Because they don't. Even though they think they do.
They think they do. Listen, I used to say that when people would say, your daughter, your son, they're so respectful. My son, they'll say, he's so sweet. He's so, and he is. I
Right.
believe he's very
Right.
respectful. And my daughter is too. She just has a little fire in her sometimes. But
But we all do.
Right. But when people say that, and I say, great. I say to myself, great.
Yeah.
Because at home, if I'm yelling about something, that's at home.
Right.
When
right.
you're out in public,
Definitely.
I want you to act like,
No, and you
I
know
want
what?
you to act like I taught you
Yes,
something.
yes. And that's kind of a double-edged sword because I feel like I get that too with my boys. They're respectful, they're decent regardless, of
Yeah,
anything
yeah.
else. They really are.
Yeah.
And sometimes people that say that to you, you'll be like, wow, like I didn't even know you knew my son on that level.
Yeah.
So I do always get that. But then you get the other side where you hear parents say, you didn't raise them right or you weren't raised right. And I don't like that.
It's awful. to
Yeah,
hear
I don't,
that.
I
It's
don't, I don't
awful.
like that when people
No.
say that because I don't think that that's true. Because
That's
you do the
right.
best that you can as a
Absolutely,
parent,
Absolutely.
and the end result is not always your end result.
Right.
But like you said, as long as when they're outside them walls
Right.
and they're respectful and decent in them streets like they should be,
Yep.
that speaks volumes.
And sometimes kids sometimes will take what someone outside says
Over you.
over what you're saying.
Over
So
you.
if I'm putting them in a situation where they're at a program, at the rec, and they're with other kids, and they're, we try to have people around,
Yeah.
who's going to tell them when they're doing wrong, and who's going to listen when they need somebody to talk to.
Right.
Because for whatever reason, if you say it,
Right.
it must be true.
But you know what it is?
If I say it,
Yeah.
I'm just being
Yeah.
nag.
I
I'm just
think
mom.
they forget that we were younger too.
Yeah.
Like we went through the same things, but
Yeah.
we don't know anything. Just like you said, you're my mom. You don't know.
Yeah.
You're not cool.
Yeah.
I think I'm a cool grandma. I think I'm a cool auntie. I think I'm a cool mom. They don't think I'm cool. But I do agree. You could come in a room and say whatever to my boys. Well, Rhonda said, and Well, I just
I
told
just
you the
said
same
that,
thing.
right? Yeah, I told you
So,
that last
yes,
week.
sometimes they need to hear it from someone else.
somebody else,
Sometimes,
right.
but again, at the end of the day, they're being educated.
That's
They're
right.
learning.
That's right.
They're playing.
That's
And
right.
they're being. They're gonna be great when they go out into society,
right.
and that's all you want.
Yeah, they're gonna
That's all
love.
you
They're gonna
want.
know how to be around people. They're gonna
Yes.
know how to act. You know, when they meet somebody for the first time,
Yes.
they're gonna know how to interact.
Right.
And they get that in school, but it's something different about
Right.
being outside of school and being in that same situation.
Yep,
It's
yep.
different. It's different.
No, it's a great program. Everyone, the Ungroup Society are doing big things for the children, for the
Yes.
youth. Get involved, donate, participate, come out in the collections. Rhonda's going to tell us again. Collection dates are
February 2nd. I mean, I'm sorry, February 8th and
February 8th.
February 22nd from 12 to 2. And then March 8th and March 22nd, also 12 to 2.
okay. And then the big giveaway is April 5th and April 6th.
Absolutely. I don't have the time right now. I believe on the 5th, it's from 11 to 5.
Okay.
And the 6th, which is a Sunday, may be from, it's either 12 or 1 to 5. But I have a flyer and, I'll give it to you so you can post it.
Yep. Okay, we'll put all
And
that
I've been
information.
sharing it everywhere too.
Okay, we'll put all that information when we do the podcast. We're gonna get this podcast out ASAP, so those donations can start rolling
Can
in.
start rolling in, please.
Yes, definitely.
please.
Reach out to Rhonda at
Yes, so you can reach me at the Ungroup Society at gmail.com, or you can even message me on Facebook. You'll find me as Rhonda Hunter Gatlin on Facebook. But if you message me, I'll get right back to you.
okay. And let me see, just to make sure we covered everything. If you have any questions, please let her know. If you want to volunteer, or you can help set up or break down, she is looking for those volunteers
Absolutely.
too. And we just want to say a big thank you to you.
Yes.
Thank you to all
You're
of you that are
welcome.
doing this. This is such
Yeah.
a positive thing.
Yeah.
Unto the 9th year.
Yes.
Yes, that's
Yes,
pretty awesome.
For the prom gown giveaway. We have a small group at the Ungroup Society, but everybody that's involved cares.
Yes.
And they're there because they care.
And that's what I was going to say. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
You're doing it because you care and you want to
Absolutely.
give back and you want to see the youth win.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely. We need them to win.
Definitely.
We need them when we're 80 years old. We need to know that
They're
they're
gonna- yeah, they're
out
gonna look out for
there.
us,
That's
too.
right. That they're out there doing what needs to
yes.
be done.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And they'll remember you, Rhonda. They will remember
Yeah.
all of you,
Yeah.
for this
Yeah.
from years to come. And what you hope to, what I hope comes from it, they give back.
And that's the next
they give
thing
back,
that
and
they
they-
come
yeah.
through. We find kids to come in and take over this thing.
Yes.
Definitely.
Definitely.
When it's
Sometimes
time
they
to
act like
take
they ain't paying
over.
attention, but they're paying attention.
Yeah. Yeah, we've had some good kids come through our financial literacy. They
Nice.
repeats. So we're hoping that we'll find some people who want to get involved once they go on to higher education and they come back
Come
to
back
their
to-
city. We hope.
They will. They will.
Yeah.
Because you guys are really being that face,
Yeah.
and educating them and
Yeah.
letting them know. Biggest thing, like you said, you're letting them know that you care, that
Yes.
they are important, that they
Yes.
matter. That's the biggest
Absolutely.
thing that they have to know.
Absolutely.
So, this was an awesome interview. I thank you so much for coming
You're welcome.
out.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you for
me.
your service of giving
welcome.
back to the community and back to the youth. Keep doing all your programs that you're doing, which are pretty awesome, and I know about a lot of them.
Yeah.
So that is a great thing. We want to say thank you to everyone out there for listening to Tea and Cornbread with Shawne and Tracy. Go subscribe, like, share. Any comments, anything you want to see forthcoming, please let us know. Thank you and have a great day.
Have a good day, people.